Going anywhere nice, mate?
I'm not flying. Meeting the wife. She's been away.
Oh, well. Good to have a break, innit?
Yeah. She had a great time.
No, I meant you. Really miss her.
I love my wife. Really missed her.
Yeah, of course you have. No, I'm just saying, you know, while the cat's away.
What, you calling me a mouse?
Cheers, babe.
Hey, you are not supposed to be drinking, you.
You know what they say about trying to take food away from a bad-tempered dog?
Oh, look, I know what has happened with Andrea has hit you really hard.
Yeah, but she's a bit of a bunny boiler, isn't she? You've had a lucky escape one.
May I have your permission to ask your customers to sign my petition?
Oh, about the library? Yeah, I've done it.
Thank you.
Hey, I'll sign it.
Now, I didn't have you down as much of a reader.
Excuse me. Firstly, you don't have to read books to object to a library being shut down. And secondly, I actually love books, mate. Hunger Games completely changed my life.
I'll sign it and all, Roy.
Oh,
Good on you, mate.
So what are you reading at the minute, Roy?
A book about the Plantagenets.
Oh, OK. Is that the band?
Kings of England.
Oh.
Hey.
Hi, babe. Oh, so, how was your mum?
Fine. Dad, really? What did the doctor say?
Oh, look, not now, eh?
Now, he has had some bad news.
Quite hard, is it?
Andrea.
Turns out you were right about her all along.
Never like this record.
Lyrics are spot on, though, eh?
What, that women can be manipulative? Or can be manipulated?
Chill out, mate. It's just a pop song. I mean, Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep is about a bird that abandoned its chicks. It doesn't mean that all birds are bad mothers, does it?
So what's your name, then?
Steve.
Neil.
I don't think that's safe while I'm driving, mate.
So are you City or United?
County.
Bit of a Jack Dillard, I'm thinking.
Change the station, eh?
I just turn it off, I want to talk.
Look, you got a problem with me, mate?
No, I haven't got a problem, mate. Why have you got a problem?
Look, I think you better get out. Go on, up here. You're freaking me out, you weirdo. Go on, do one. You can get a cab from outside that pub up the road.
It's nice chatting to you, mate. I appreciate a friendly cabby.
So come on, then.
Don't badger her.
He needs to know, man. He's never going to forgive himself when he realises he's been over there living it up when his son needed him.
Your father's never lived it up in his life.
Does he even know about Tina dying?
It's not the sort of phone conversation that you have transatlantic.
And what about Carla and the baby?
Oh, well, that was a whole can of worms I just couldn't bring myself to open.
Oh, well, what in God's name do you talk about with him?
The weather, the neighbours, what I've watched on the telly.
That's enough, Trace. Just leave her alone.
Right. Well, if you're not going to tell him, I'll do it. Where's the number?
No. I'll do it.
Right. Well, good. So go on, then. Chop, chop.
You can finish the spuds.
I've just done my nails.
Right, there you go, girls. Careful, because it's hot.
Hiya.
Hiya.
All right.
All right.
Where's Jake?
He's all right. I've put him down upstairs. Faye!
So what's all this in aid of?
Nothing, we just wanted to get you all together so we could talk to you. What are you yelling upstairs for? You'll wake Jake.
You're a poet and you don't know him.
Well, if you're cracking lame jokes, must be something really wrong.
Right, OK, look, I don't want to worry you all, but I've had a summons, and there's a good chance I'm going to be declared bankrupt.
Why?
Why? Well, why do you think, Gary? Because I've got bills up to my eyeballs and no money to pay for them.
what bankruptcy means?
I know what bankruptcy is. Pop stars do it all the time.
Oh, right. Well, we're in good company then, aren't we?
Oh, right, yeah. So we go from being skint to total povs. Great.
What a conniving cow. No wonder she never invited you back to her place. The way she buddied up with Steve, it was obvious she was after him first.
What was I, second prize?
Oh, third prize, if you count this husband. Oh, Dad, I'm sorry, that was horrible.
Do you think I need I told you so?
Dad?
Oh, forget it. Leave me alone. All right, mate. Yeah, mate, living the dream.
Hey, Steve, we need to make sure that Andrea stays well away from Lloyd. The last thing he needs is her trying to worm her way back into his life. Did you hear me?
Yeah. I just had some right weirdo in the back of my cab just now.
How do you mean, weirdo?
Well, just odd. Just kept talking about really personal stuff. I don't know whether he was going to mug me or proposition me. Why do these things always happen to me?
Focus, will you? Lloyd is the one with the problems.
Well, I'll talk to Jenna. We'll sort it out.
It wasn't here, wasn't it?
We can't find the medals.
Shh. Not now, Amy. You can have your tea in a bit.
Eavesdroppers never hear anything good about themselves. That's what Nana Blanche said.
Oh, please. Nana Blanche listened into more private conversations than MI6. What did he say?
You could at least have switched the oven on.
Have you seen that medal, Deirdre?
You've not told him, have you?
No. He was so upset about Peter's drinking. I just couldn't bring myself to tell him about the rest.
Mum!
Anyway, it looks as if Adam's on the mend, so he's going to be booking his flight home.
Oh, well, that is great.
Now, I know this doesn't exactly sound like the best news in the world.
You reckon? But we need you to be grown up because we all know how proud my dad can be.
Yeah. We know how bad he must be feeling without us making it worse for him, eh?
Right, if we're going down, we might as well do it with full bellies.
Where have you got that from?
The flat.
Is it Steph's or is it yours?
Steph's, but she won't mind.
Hey, who cares? It's chicken. Let's get it in the oven.
Right, so we're nicking other people's food now.
Do you know what? You can take that straight back over to the flat. We do not need charity.
It's not charity. Does it not take
It's
it?
going to be amazing, this. Faye, come up with the veg.
Sure.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Never mind, thanks, sweetheart. We're not eating somebody else's chicken.
Listen, she necked a 9-pack of my penguins without asking the other day, right? So honestly, it's fine.
No, will you put the chicken down, please? Put the chicken down. Owen, will you tell him?
Mum, have we got a lemon? Because I saw on telly you should put one up. It's...
Why don't we go and sit down? I think they've got it all in hand. Come on.
Go on.
Where's this
Large doner, no onions and extra chilli sauce. I don't blame you if you don't ever want to see me again. Lloyd, please, where are you going?
Wherever you're not.
Will you just stop? You're going to give yourself another heart attack.
Look, the only thing giving me a heart attack is you.
What are you doing back here?
It's all right, Jenna. Andrea is just leaving.
Good. Look, let's go home, eh?
Lloyd, please.
Steve, can you make sure she don't follow us?
Lloyd. What am I going to do? I can't go home. Lloyd won't speak to me.
Well, where'd you stay last night?
The hotel where I work. They've let me dump my stuff, but I can't stay there now. They've got a flaming vacuum cleaning conference going on.
Well, it's not like you're going to be homeless, is it? I mean, you got your mates.
Are you sure Michelle won't mind?
Hey?
Well, I'll just keep on your sofa tonight and then tomorrow I'll sort myself out.
Well, I mean...
Oh, Steve, you are a true friend. I don't deserve you.
I don't think how long I've been using ladders. It's about 75 years. My goodness.
The way people feel they can erase more than a century of tradition with one ill-thought-out stroke of the pen. baffles me.
I'll never forget Miss Stainsby. She was the head librarian when I was a girl in Harrogate. Philippa Stainsby. She was what you called then a formidable woman.
In modern parlance, terrifying.
Spectacles on a chain, fresh carnation in her lapel every morning, not a hair out of place. And she ran the library with a rod of iron. You don't breathe a word when you're in there. My school friends and I were even afraid to sneeze.
It was a very different world.
We called her Pip amongst ourselves, which we thought terribly bold. She had the respect of the entire community. Everybody knew Miss Stainsby. When she died, we girls clubbed together what little money we had. This was just after the war. For a wreath. Her favourite carnations arranged to spell Pip.
Very affectionate and personal tribute.
Good evening. You must be Mr. Cropper. I'm Sharif's wife, Yasmin. He's told me all about you.
Oh, hello. This is Mrs. Bishop.
Oh, Emily, please. I recognise you from the library, though we've never been formally introduced. Shocking news about the council's plans.
Indeed. On the subject, do you have a spare 5 minutes?
If it concerns the library, I certainly do.
Then lay on, Macduff.
Would you care to join us, Emily?
I'd be delighted. Clearly, the spirit of Miss Stainsby lives on.
See me, Mum?
Yeah, she's gone to Dev's. She know you've got that nutter of Lloyd's upstairs.
No. Glad Michelle's out with Amy. I better let her know.
Yeah, you think?
Cheers.
You all right?
Oh. Why do people keep doing that?
Surprised you, did I?
Yes.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I've just been upstairs to put some shopping away. And do you know, you could have knocked me down with a feather when I saw, of all people, Andrea come into the living room with a towel on.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last conversation we had, you were going to warn her to stay away from me. Away from Lloyd.
Yeah.
As opposed to asking her to move in.
Well, she was on the curb in bits. She had nowhere else to go.
So you invited her to stop here? What do you think Lloyd's going to say when he finds out? Never mind, Michelle.
My mum's cooking is getting worse. I've still got a bit of that pie crust stuck to the top of my mouth.
So where's the medal?
What?
That I know you. You can look me in the eye when I was asking you about it.
Why do I always get the blame for everything? Okay, then. I sold it. Well, it's been in the back of that drawer for years. And now we can put the money towards our wedding. Hey, we could get that helicopter.
Forget about the helicopter. Look, that was a family heirloom.
Oh, well, hardly. Only got a few £100 for it.
You know how much that meant to your dad, to Deirdre.
Well, hark at you, Mr. Moral High Ground. Anyway, what do you care? And it's done now. Can we at least get some crisps? Try and take the taste of this minging pie away?
No. No, look, we are going to finish these and we are going straight back home and you can tell your mum exactly what you just told me.
I'm just texting Sharif to meet me here.
Must be quite tough during Ramadan, I imagine.
And not if one possesses a little self-discipline.
I've just been reading a fascinating book on the subject.
From the library, I hope.
Of course. The period of Ramadan is to help believers focus on God without external distractions, a little like the Christian concept of giving something up for Lent.
I must say, yours sounds much more challenging.
It's not much of a hardship. Although I must confess, I do miss my mid-morning snack of bread pudding I normally have at work.
Oh. And is it just food and drink that are not allowed?
Also sexual relations. But quite frankly, I'd rather the bread pudding. So, Roy, down to business.
She's taking it hard, you know.
I shall be all right. See you.
Yeah, see ya.
Right, I'm going to go and talk to Faye, see if I can cheer her up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Listen, I know that you and Mum haven't exactly seen eye to eye about everything that happened. I just thought maybe now might be a good time to clear the air.
To dry up.
Yeah, cheers, thanks.
Listen, Anna, I just want to say that I'm sorry.
What for?
I've been horrible to you.
If you mean feeling, I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah, I understand. I just wanted to... I realise now that you did that for the family. And I was horrible to you. You know, my dad was on the verge of... Like, God knows what he would have done. And Gary, he was totally losing it, and I just...
Yeah, well, you know, I know you must think less of me, and honestly, I really don't blame you.
No, all I was thinking about what this was doing to my dad, and I wasn't thinking about what it was doing to you.
Yeah, well, it's in the past now, isn't it?
What you did for our family, for us.
Stop it, because you're going to set me off.
I'm so sorry.
Come here. Come here.
Sit in.
Are you familiar with the concept?
Indeed we are.
Emily and I were involved in one, along with my wife, Hayley. She was more enthusiastic than I was.
Are you up for it?
I'm not sure it's the best way forward.
It's our money, our library. How dare they think they can do what they like with it? We will not take this sitting down.
I thought that was the essence of a sit-in.
I agree with Yasmin.
I thought you agreed with the petition. Can't do any harm, surely.
Roy, we can go ahead with it, if you like. But I assure you, it will not do any good.
We could do both. But in my experience, the council responds to petitions by trotting out the cliched line that they've taken views from the wider community and then does what it wants anyway.
Good for you, Emily. Life in the old dog yet. But I warn you, it could be a long, hard fight. Have you got the stomach for it?
For your information, when the street was threatened with redevelopment in the 1970s, I threw a brick through a councillor's window in protest.
Really?
And later, when they threatened to develop the Red Wreck, I camped out on Councillor Roberts' lawn and I played the didgeridoo in order to irritate him, which it did.
I'm impressed.
And when that didn't work, I camped out up a tree all night, which caused quite a media furore, I can tell you. So, please, don't question whether I have the stomach for a fight. I have been fighting my whole life.
Glad to have you on board, Emily. Oh, that's my grandson. I have to take this. Yes? Zidane?
She gets the bit between her teeth. There's no stopping her.
Oh, I admire her energy.
Would you do me a great favour, Roy? Please keep an eye on her. If you're involved, I'm sure you'll keep it on the right side of common sense.
I'm sure what I can do.
I just don't want her arrested again.
Again?
It's a long story. Please, just make sure she stays out of trouble.
You sold it!
It was gathering dust. It's just a bit of skanky old metal.
You are so lucky your dad's not here. Do you know what Uncle Albert went through during the war?
Yeah, I mean, I do, but... Well, he's not here now, is he?
Which is why that medal is so precious to your dad and to me. And it should be to you if you weren't so heartless. Men like Uncle Albert fought and suffered for years in misery just so that people like you could waste your lives jiggling your iPods and fretting about getting your nails done.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Trace.
Oh, who are you, my dad?
I don't care what you do, and I don't care how long it takes. You get that medal back. Otherwise, I'm not only throwing you out this house, I will never speak to you again.
Do you think Liz will mind if I borrow it? I can't thank you enough for tonight.
Look, this isn't ideal, this. Lloyd's my best mate.
Yeah, I know. And hopefully I'll be able to talk to him in the morning when he's calmed down a bit.
No. No, he's upset.
All right, well, maybe better still you talk to him for me. Tell him how sorry I am, please, Steve. He cares about me, I know he does. Steve? Steve?
Look, I've got to go.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm going up anyway. Tired. Thank you. You're a really good friend, you know, to both of us.
Cheers, love.
What?
Oh, Lloyd wanted a word.
All right, mate?
Oh, yeah. Listen, mate, sorry about before.
Oh, no problem. Do you want a pint, then?
He's not supposed to be drinking.
I'll have a shandy.
It's all right with you, Warden.
Listen, thanks for getting rid of Andrew, mate.
No problem.
Just can't bear to be around it, to be honest. Thanks for sorting it out. You're a good mate.
Right.
At least she's gone now, though, eh? Put this whole sorry mess behind me and get on with the rest of my life.
You can now take a tour of where Coronation Street was filmed for over 50 years. For more information and ticket details, go to itv.com/coronationstreet/tour. Next tonight, 2 more emotional family stories of love, loss and reunion. The BAFTA award-winning Long Lost Family.